And here we are out in the backyard. We're about 2 hours before we're wanting to actually get in the stand. It's because, Dan, tell us about all your experience you have with the crossbow.
Where do I begin? I ain't got none.
All right, well, there we go. That's why we're starting 2 hours early. We're gonna let Dan shoot around a little bit, get comfortable with it. We wanna let him shoot at 20, 30, and 40. I estimate the deer for us are gonna be about 30 yards where we're going. We should be easy for the crossbow. But we wanted to get used to it first, so we're gonna do that. And another really cool thing, we've been shooting this buck right here, which is really cool. It's like the morel buck. I don't know which one it is. But they actually sent me a brand new one, and it's a little bit different, so we're gonna be unboxing it here in a minute. But first, I guess, let's just show you how the crossbow works. Let's start at like 20.
Where am I aiming for on the deer?
That's a very important thing too. And if you guys don't know, so Dan is like, not only is he not experienced with the crossbow, he's not really experienced at all.
Yeah, just in general. We tried hunting before, but...
Yeah. We actually did try hunting. In the spring, we tried turkey hunting. Dan never seen a turkey.
And we still haven't.
Yeah, we've still not seen a turkey. We might see a turkey today though.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
But then we also went squirrel hunting. You did end up killing a squirrel. So you have your first blood.
Yeah.
But now we're going for something a little bit bigger. A lot bigger. Trade me here and I will show you basically how this thing works. It's pretty basic. You've probably seen this in a movie, I guess. Maybe crossbow.
Yeah, kind of.
Game or something. Call of Duty. I'll go ahead and pop this thing off. You don't need to pop off the quiver to make it work, but... So to load it, this one actually has the little handle things built into it. So we're gonna bring it down. It hooks onto the string, and then I pull up, and that cocks it. All right, so now this thing is cocked and ready to rock. But we still gotta put an arrow in it. Now that thing right there is pretty mean. Cool thing about this one though, it won't shoot without an arrow. So if you accidentally forget to put an arrow in it, I guess it won't blow up in your face, I guess. But then we bring it in, we go odd feather down, so the white one's going down into the groove. It slides back into position, and there we go. The crossbow's loaded. Right now we have a field tip, so it's just the plain metal one. I'll show you, right before we go hunting, I'll show you what we're gonna put on it to kill something. Looks a little bit different. The scope flips up. That might be important today, maybe not. But yeah, then you just aim it and shoot it like a gun. How much experience shooting guns do you have?
A little bit. Obviously we shot the squirrel.
Yeah.
And then we did a little bit of shooting before here in spring as well, wasn't it?
I think so. Have you ever shot a scope? Did we shoot a scope?
Yeah, we shot a sniper, didn't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
We should be good then.
Should be all good.
All right, but yeah, then right here's something that's really important you need to know. Right here's the safety. So if it's on the S, it won't shoot. So before you shoot, you're gonna push that forward and then it's ready to go. For 20 yards, I'll show you the scope here in a minute. But yeah, then it's just like a gun.
Did you miss?
No, it went through the target. These things are way more powerful than a bow. Like, it went through the bow target. Oh, man.
I didn't even see it.
This thing's quick, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Crossbow versus compound bow.
I've experienced no bow.
Insane.
So.
It's insane the difference. But yeah, the crossbow went in right here. And I think the arrow might be inside the target, or it may have went all the way through. Dang it sure dang did. We're down to one arrow now. It went all the way through the target. I can't believe that. And the vein popped off right here because it shredded straight through the target. And then the whole back thing popped off. Well, that's not what we're looking for, Dan. We went from 2 arrows. Now we have 1 arrow.
Do I do any practice or?
Yeah, so typically you don't lose arrows. Typically your arrows don't blow up after you're on your test shot. And you know what? This is a pretty good, this is a little good little transition. This buck's about a couple years old, and I hit it right there where we hit it a lot. So I don't know, really. It should have stopped the arrow, but let's go ahead and open up that thing. I think that thing probably has a better chance of stopping an arrow. Dang, son. Good news though, I could probably take this to a bow shop and get them to put that back on because this arrow is like 15 bucks. It's kind of wild, but yeah, but gluing on a vein, I might even be able to do that, but I'm probably not. So technically the arrow's not a loss, but dang, that stink. We're down to 1 arrow. So realistically at this point, we'll look in the basement before we leave, but don't miss.
Putting a lot of pressure on my shoulders here.
You got 1 shot. Once we launch the 1 bolt that we have left, I guess I'll just hang you the knife. The KG pocket knife, of course. Go ahead and practice just practice the motion. What would you do if you had to finish off a deer? Say there's a deer right there and it's got an arrow sticking out of its spine. What are you gonna do?
Stab and twist.
It's pretty good. England's taught you well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, let's go ahead and open this thing
Where
up.
would you find one of these knives?
That's crazy that you'd ask. You'd probably go to KendallGrayOutdoors.com, or if you're on a TV, you could just scan this QR code and it'll take you straight to it. The more you know. Be a stab and twist. Dan's got a lot of experience from back home, so
Don't say that, otherwise the government might be after me.
He should be fine. May not even need the crossbow, really. Old Transformer buck. It looks pretty cool. I'd shoot it. This is still a good target, though. And I mean, that's still a good target, and that's still a good target, that's still a good target. And I mean, any target's good to shoot. You don't need a fancy target to shoot a bow. But it is nice because they gave me a fancy target, and I will not reject that. This one's supposed to be like a special foam, too, so it's kind of different. Yeah, we'll throw all this packing paper out. And we'll use this to ship your pocket knives, dude. I ain't even kidding. If you guys order in the next, like, week or something, look at your order, and if it has paper like this in it, this is where it came from. Yeah,
I won't be using him.
Oh gosh, that kind of looks funky, don't it? I think it's because I think I got it figured out. The head's in the wrong spot.
Unless there's a new breed of deer out for this.
Maybe.
Updated map.
Yeah, the map updated. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this stuff in here. I don't think we're gonna need this. It's pretty cool though. It's one big piece and it's not like, oh, the head came off. Here's the real question, Dan. You tell me. If this walks out, are you gonna shoot it?
Sure.
You know what's insane?
What?
There's a lot of people in the world that wouldn't shoot that.
Why?
They'd say he's good. He'll be good next year.
But they've probably experienced, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking for that, dude. I'd shoot it. That's a good question though. Comment below. Would you shoot this? I mean, I would shoot this. Dan would shoot this. But really though, that's not even a big deer. Like that looks epic, but they get bigger than this. Are we gonna see one bigger than this? Doubt it. Highly doubt it. Or they get that big though. Like a deer can get that big. And we're gonna shoot whatever we see tonight. So if this bad boy walks out, I guess we'll let it eat. I guess. That's a good question though. Would you shoot that? Also, if you want to, comment what state you're from. I'm not trying to... Hey, what are you doing, Daryl? I'm not trying to figure out where you live or anything, but different states, this is big. Other states, this is tiny. Kind of crazy. Let's set this bad boy up. Oh, this is heavy. Gosh. That's what's good though. How thick this is, that's what's gonna actually stop the arrow, so. And then the head goes right in there. And that way you can twist it. Put the pressure on you. It's a lot harder to shoot a deer when it's looking at you because the pressure's on. Daryl, we're trying to make a YouTube video. Please suppress your sound.
Can we shoot him?
About to. Turn it on silent. Ridiculous. Oh my God. They did send us one piece of rebar to put in his foot. That's kind of cool. I'll be back. I'm gonna get this thing set up and then we'll actually get shooting it. Tell them what you just did, Dan.
I got the bar out.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, that one.
Oh. Well, we got 2 bars now. It comes 2 bars so we can stick it in the feet. Unlike this deer where we just had to prop it up, we're actually gonna stake this in the ground. We're gonna stake it right here. So I think I'm gonna hammer it. Let's do right here. And I can always move this in the summer, just because sometimes in the summer, I don't know what it's gonna be like to mow around it. So I won't hit them too deep. Then let me see the deer and I'll get it placed. All right, which way do you think would be better? This probably don't matter at all, Dan. But should it be facing that way or should it be facing this way?
We'll have them facing each other. So it looks like they're having a chat.
Okay. All right, so it's gonna sit down on that. That means this one needs to be right there. And it does not need to be too perfect. And boom, son. Now that's a deer target right there. Oh, damn, we turned it the wrong way. Nah, I'm just kidding. On this target though, it looks like we got that. And then here's the lungs and stuff. But I will say, I don't think that's realistic. I don't think it's a lot bigger than that. Don't worry, Dan. No pressure. But if you miss, hundreds of people are gonna be disappointed in you. Especially from Ireland.
Game's a game.
Game's a game. We're gonna remove this dude's antlers real quick. And let's put on the pressure. What should we name this? Let's name it something English. What do you think?
Proper English name.
A proper English name.
Maybe Harold.
Harold. Harold.
Or Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Benjamin.
Benjamin. He does look a Benjamin.
Benjamin it is then.
Benjamin it is.
Feeling pretty confident. I mean, we went squirrel hunting about a month ago. Took me 12 bullets, but eventually got one. Hopefully they don't take this many tries. Let's just hope it's quick because it is freezing out here.
All right, so let's take a look at the scope. I know you're from England, but do you know what like yards is and feet?
Yeah, because obviously I play football or soccer, as you lot call it.
Oh, yes,
so we
you do
use
have
the yard
yards.
system, yeah.
All right, so, well, 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards. Take a look into that scope. And let me show them what the scope looks like. Yeah. All right, so see the screen right here?
Yeah.
There's 3 cross lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
The very top cross line is 20 yards. The middle cross line, 30. And the bottom cross line is 40. Therefore, if a deer is at 30 yards, you're going to do what?
Aim for the middle.
Aim for the middle X and put it right where you want it. So 20, 30, 40. Let's start at 20 and let's shoot Ben with our last arrow. I think I might have some extra crossbow bolts in the basement, but I don't know.
So it was put these
Yeah.
down.
And then hook them on the under. And then let them slide them on over, slide that one on over a little bit. And then you want to put your boot inside this little thing. Stick it in there maybe a little more. There you go. And then you pull up until it cocks. Did it set? I think so.
I put it on safety, don't worry.
All right, it's on safety. We're good to go then. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you're pretty solid. Go ahead and put the arrow odd feather down and slide it all the way in.
Does that end or does it need to click?
I think you're good. Now we just need to turn off the safety, and we're about 20 yards, so use the 20 yards, and we want to put it right there in those little circles. You might be able to see them.
Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready. What?
I don't think it clicked in properly. I put the fire on, but...
Man, this crossbow did that last year. Here you go, finger off the trigger and let me figure it out. This crossbow did something really, really weird last year too. I don't know what it was. I don't know how we fixed it. Maybe we put it on safety before you cocked it. As weird as it is, I think we're not supposed to do that.
I had not clicked it in properly.
So with this crossbow, it's really weird and probably a safety hazard. I don't know. But you can't turn it on safety before you cock it. Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. But once you cock it, it's pretty much ready to go. And it is cocked right now, so now all you gotta do is knock it off safety and it's ready to shoot. But yeah, you should be good for the normal crosshairs on Benjamin. Pretty perfect.
A little low. I mean, I was aiming for the circles, as you said, but...
Which circle was you aiming at?
These two, to be honest.
So honestly, on a deer, if you can hit those circles, if you can hit that bottom circle, that's probably perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's right in the shoulder, it's right behind the shoulder. It's kind of like the middle of everything.
Mm-hmm.
That shot would have still killed the deer.
Yeah.
But we want to get it maybe a few, right at that bottom circle is probably the perfect spot.
Okay.
Where was you aiming at?
I was aiming for these 2 circles, to be honest.
Do you feel like you pulled the trigger good, or do you think maybe you would have swayed at the end?
I think I swayed a little bit.
Okay, yeah, we can pull it out then. For this, you can probably like put your knee on it right there. It goes in there good, huh, don't it?
Oh.
Let's see if I can pull this thing. Brand new target. Got everything in me. Brand new target, a little stiff, but a normal deer is a lot bigger than that too. So its chest might not be, but its legs are going to be longer. You've seen a deer before. I don't know what I'm talking about. You've been in America long enough to see a deer.
Yeah, I've nearly hit a fair few.
Yeah, with your car.
Yeah.
You ever hit one with a soccer ball?
No.
He's a professional football player too.
In my eyes and your eyes, yeah.
Yeah. Football with a U.
No.
With a...
It's still spelt the way you spell it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. So now just go ahead and cock it again, and we'll shoot again. On the tree stand we're going to, it's going to be pretty sweet, because you're actually going to have like a rest. There's going to be a metal bar that you can lay your thing on. I'm not counting the chickens before the hatch, but if we kill a deer, what would you want it to be made in? Do you like jerky?
I'll give it a go. Never had jerky before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be something then.
And now into safety.
No, we'll wait until you're like pointed at a target to put the safety off. So the safety will stay on the whole time until you're like getting ready to pull the trigger. That's why it's called a safety.
No, I meant put the safety on now. That's what I meant.
Oh, well, it should have turned it on automatically,
Fair
right?
enough. Yeah, it did.
All right, cool. So yeah, this time just pull the trigger a little slower, focus on it, and send it right there into that same spot where we was talking about. That's perfect.
That's on the money right there.
I think the crossbow's dead on. I think that first time you was just off a little bit, which is the first time ever shooting a crossbow. It's very normal to not know the trigger and stuff.
Oh, mate, look at that shot.
Yeah. That's about as aiming for the bottom circle. That's as perfect as it can possibly get. And on a real deer, that's what you're going for. On a real deer, that's exactly what you're going for. It's nice that this target like stopped the arrow.
Yeah. Let's try to pull it out this time.
Oh yeah, it pulled out a lot easier too. Let's step it back to 30 and see how you do. Dan, it's also gonna be like 28 degrees. So are you kind of cold? You're not wearing much.
28.
Is it?
I do Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I do the other one.
It's cold.
Yeah, I know it's cold.
We'll get you something else a little warmer too. And we're just gonna be sitting in a tree with the wind blowing, not moving, huddled up. Oh, it's gonna be bad. 30, we're probably pretty close. Maybe a step more back. I believe this is 30. I need to mark it on this wall. Dan, I have confidence in you.
Well, after a shot like that.
After a shot like that, there's not much to not have confidence in, really. So for 30 yards, this is most likely where the deer are gonna be. We're hunting over some corn, and we'll go in the house right here in just a second, and I'll show you some of the pictures of the deer that's been showing up. But we're hunting over corn, so that's probably where they're gonna be or where they're heading. So yeah, go ahead. 30 pin, so that's right in the middle, that middle pin. Perfect again. That's a dead deer every time.
I don't think it's in the circles though.
You gonna get signed up for the KGB or the CIA or what is it over there?
MI5.
MI5?
Well, we'll see. If the money's right.
The SAS maybe?
Nah, I ain't got the minerals for that.
The minerals?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you gotta have minerals for?
It's the braveness.
Oh.
Good enough?
That's real good. Dude, I think Benjamin's been shot 3 times in bad shape all 3 times. All 3 of those would be a kill, but if we can get it right there where the last 2 was, that's exactly where we're going for. All right, let's go in the basement real quick. We're going, since this is our only arrow now.
Should we try from 40 yards as well?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah. The chances of us actually shooting a deer at 40 yards in the location we're going is pretty low, just because there's not many opportunities for a 40-yard shot there.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, but let's try it. Because if you're confident at 40, then you're definitely confident at 30. 40 should be right out here. Yeah, after this shot, we'll go inside. Since this is our only arrow, hoping that you don't lose it right here. We got to go put a broadhead on that. And I'm even going to put on a little lighted tip on the back. That way we can watch the arrow fly in maybe slow motion, I don't know. And then we'll show him some of the deer. And then we got to get him like a coat because it's really cold. Slipped off your foot?
Yeah.
Stick your foot on up in there more. You got it.
Oh.
Make sure your boot's in there good because it's going to slip off and do that.
Second time.
There we go. 40 yards is a good little shot. It's very doable with a crossbow, but we're going to try to get it in 30. Dan, you've also never eaten a deer before.
Nope.
Or gutted one.
You're doing that. I think I'll throw up if I do that.
You're not going to gut the deer?
No.
Okay, that's fair enough. Here we go. 40-yard shot.
The top one, ain't it? Or the bottom one?
It's the very bottom one.
Okay.
It's a little bit low, but that's pretty good.
I'll blame the wind on that one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go ahead and pull that arrow out, and I'll grab this stuff. There's a little foam piece somewhere. This is my quiver. I accidentally just stepped on it. Unless the foam piece blew away. Oh, no. No, here it is. Nice. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. What do you think of Dan? I think we got it.
It is cold.
It is cold. It's going to be a lot colder sitting in a tree. Stick that arrow in one of those holes and then clip it in. And we'll carry that down the basement and get this thing rigged up. We're good, dude. I think we're good. Let's get this arrow built. All right, so I did find more arrows just now. All right, so technically, a lot of people is going to comment this. A crossbow arrow is called a bolt. Just wanted to point that out. Anyways, I found one bolt. This is the one we were using. I found a whole box of bolts, but the question is, will they fly the same? That's a question we don't know the answer to. I'm going to weigh them right now, and we'll see if they weigh the same, And we'll also see if they're the same length. They're give or take very similar lengths. Let me pull out a scale and we'll see if they weigh the same. If they weigh the same, they're probably okay. We're still gonna shoot the one we've been shooting because we know it works. But it'll be nice to know if we need to. Here we go. And then we gotta figure out our big this big sharp thing we put on the end, called the broadhead. All right, we got a scale. All right, the arrow we've been shooting, coming in at 456 grains. Respectable. That'll kill anything. Put this field tip into this arrow. And this one is 400 grains. So that is going to be a difference. So really, I think we probably stick with these. We might take one of these, but we're really not going to try to use it. I might not even take this. You may just be a one arrow guy. Don't mess up.
There's a lot of pressure on my shoulders there.
It is.
Pressure makes diamonds.
That's right. I'm surprised I don't have more of those arrows. I guess I lost one somehow, somewhere. Well, he wanted me to weigh one too, so we'll weigh it real quick. His is actually 480 grains. So.
Take that one.
Nah, we'll just use one. Pressure is on. And that's with a 100 grain field tip. I'll tell him that real quick. And then we're going to get his bolt rigged up with an arrowhead. Okay, so this is what we shoot into practice. It's just a little tip. It goes in, doesn't do much. To kill a deer, let's see. So that tip is 100 grains. We're probably going to use this. What do you think about that, Dan?
Looks like it do some serious damage.
It sure will. If it's 100 grains, we're probably going to use it. Oh, it's 150. So we can't use it. It's different. It'd mess too much up. So can't use that one. We could use this one. That's a mean one. They're all pretty mean. They're just big blades. We could use that one. I guess we could use this one. Probably not. That one's probably too heavy as well. Let me weigh this one. I don't know if I want to use that one. This one's 100 grains. I don't know if I want to use it though. Let me look into my collection. Could use that wild looking one. I ain't ever seen nothing like that before. I think it'd break before it hit the deer. It's 105 grains. It ain't even right. I think we could probably use this one.
Sure.
It has been shot before, but I'll actually sharpen it right here, right now, and make sure it's still sharp. So, yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to put a lighted knock in it so that we can watch your arrow fly straight through the deer. It's going to glow like that as it's flying through it. So that's kind of cool, I think. All right, and then let's sharpen this head and we're good to go. Feels really complicated, don't it? It's not. I'm just being really inefficient.
What did we get there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We've got a lot of extra free time. If we went in there right now, it'd be fine. But we don't want to go in there too early because the faster we go in there, the longer we have to sit. Because it's almost like 100% chance that these deer are coming like 15 minutes before dark. So, oh, here's some. There's a crossbow bolt. There's a couple crossbow bolts. I don't know where the other one is though. It might be all I found. I'm looking for a sharper. Where'd it go? Where did it go?
Wait, so it won't kill them if it's like this?
That'd still kill it. It's just we're gonna sharpen it so that we have a little more confidence, I guess. It'll kill it either way. But it's pretty much it. It'll kill anything it touches, really. It don't take much. What do you think, Dan? You think it can kill a deer?
We just have to see, won't we?
That's very true. Let's thread it on the arrow. Sheesh. This is a mean outfit right here. That's a mean outfit. It's really sharp, ready to go. All right, so here is what was in that area. So there was a deer today at like...
There's two there, ain't there?
Yeah, there's two at right in the middle of the day, 11 a.m. Now, typically, they'll be back, though.
It's only women ones.
Yeah, the does.
Yeah.
But then there's turkeys. They was also here today, middle of the day.
Can we shoot them?
Probably not, just because there is corn in the area. But if we flip yesterday evening, we can see what time they came in the evening. So there was a coyote in the middle of the day eating. So if we see him, we'll shoot him. If we can get in the stand at like 4, that'd be pretty perfect. I think we have a better chance of killing a deer than we did a turkey in the spring.
Well, as long as we see something, it's a better chance.
Yeah. We will at least see a squirrel. Nearly guaranteed.
Well, hopefully it's not the one I tried shooting before.
Hey, I think it actually is the one you tried shooting, so he'll probably be looking for you.
I told him earlier, 12 bullets, 1 squirrel. Not the best record.
Some people do worse. All right, we're heading out. What are you thinking, Dan?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
I didn't hear what you said.
What?
I didn't hear what you said, to be honest.
Oh. That's a good answer, though. It's a good answer. It is a very cold day.
So one of my mates went deer hunting last year, and he used a sniper. So he said he was sitting in the tree for like 6 hours, and as he went to shoot, he forgot he didn't have any bullets in there.
So they didn't kill one?
They didn't kill one, no. So I'm not the only British person that fails with shooting.
All right, let's head on up. Is this your first deer hunt?
Yeah.
Cool. We've done squirrels and turkey, but this is the first deer. All right, Dan, this is where we're gonna be.
There's only me up there, though.
I'm gonna go up first and get rigged up, and then whenever I'm ready, I'll let you come up.
All right,
Because I gotta rig it up a little bit.
do I need to do anything to the gun now?
If you want, you can go ahead and be cocking it, just don't put an arrow in it yet.
All right.
All right, guys, so I'm up in the tree now. My plan was to get on like a saddle back just right behind him since we're in a tree stand. But here's what ended up happening. The tree that I'm on is so big that the saddle couldn't wrap around it. So now I'm just strapped into the tree, just like hanging on the tree stand. But yeah, come on up, and I'm gonna let Dan sit right there. And this seat keeps filling up with water, so I'm having to do that. So we don't get his whole butt. But I can hold that.
Cheers, mate.
Good. And then there is a GoPro right there. But basically just sit down in the chair however you can and you should be good. And then whenever you sit down, this bar right here will flip around. Yeah, just like that. And that'll hold you in and make it a little more safe. And then you can take that and you can just rest that right in front of you on that bar. And I can take the GoPro here and I'll put it like, I'll just clip it like right here.
I'll put the arrow in now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put the arrow in, but just don't turn the safety off yet. And that way, this is pretty good. I'm just going to like kind of do a weird lean the whole time, but I can do it. And then the corn should be right over there. Should get a good shot right here if Dan can make it happen. Yeah, you can go ahead and undo that scope. If they come right over here, it'll be about 30 yards.
Okay.
So now we pretty much just sit and wait.
Well, I'll be sitting, you'll be...
I'll be hanging.
Yeah.
I can hang though, I'll be all right. There is one bad thing about it, and it's that the wind is blowing straight through us into the corn. I think whatever happens is gonna happen kind of quick. I don't think the deer are gonna wait around because our wind is blowing straight at them. We'll have to keep an eye out for the deer because it'll probably be best if we shoot them on the way to the corn, because if they get to the corn, they're gonna be directly downwind and they're not gonna stick around. So yeah, we're just gonna be on the lookout for deer. We may shoot them a little bit before. But I'll be like, once we see one, and you're like aiming at it, I'll give you like a good judgment of the distance. So I'll call out 30 yards or 20 yards. Or
Where's it in that gap there?
yeah, you see like the yellow corn on the ground a little bit?
I can't see any.
It's like little dots right beside the trail camera.
I don't see no yellow, but I see the trail camera, yeah.
All right, right in there, right in front of it, that's about 30 yards.
All right, so...
I can actually pull out the rangefinder to check exactly, but I think it's like 31 or 32. It's like 31, so it's pretty good. Yeah, we should be good. But we do got to keep our eyes out. Most likely they're going to come from right here to our right, which will be best with this wind. But they could also come from straight out from us over the hill. So if they come over the hill, it might be 40 yards. And that'll just have to be something we decide.
Well, they best say, all right, it's getting a bit nippy out here.
It's going to be cold. But we're deer hunting. It's better to deer hunt when it's 30 degrees than 75 degrees. 75 is too hot.
Really?
Yeah, it's like crazy. I was out here in shorts and a t-shirt like a month ago, sweating with the shorts and t-shirt. It's crazy. We got a good chance though. In the next 30 minutes, something should be showing up somewhere.
Make sure my phone's on silent.
So remember whenever we was turkey hunting and I said that turkeys have like the best eyesight ever?
Yeah.
Like nearly perfect, but they can't smell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, deer have good eyesight, so they can see about like us.
Yeah.
But their sense of smell is unreal. So that means wherever our scent is blowing, the deer are gonna know what's up. So I got this thing right here. Let me grab a piece. I can grab some of this fuzz and it's gonna let us know where the wind is blowing. See it there?
Yeah.
So that's actually not bad because it's almost so much wind that it's blowing it over the hill. So that might actually be to our favor. It might not, but
Only time will tell.
only time will tell. If we don't see anything, we might as well just assume that they caught our scent before they even got close, which is a pretty good chance. But we might see them and they stare at us. That means they smelled us. Or they may come into the corn and not smell anything. But odds are they're going to smell us. So we'll try to find one and shoot it before it runs. So they're not smart. So like they'll almost stare at us for like 2 minutes probably. Not a big deal though. We got it. But the wind is not very favorable. It's so cold that we've not seen any squirrels. That's when you know it's pretty cold.
In one bird, that's it.
One bird, and the sun's out too, and it's still cold. Yeah, I don't know. Squirrels seem to not come out at all when it's cold. I don't blame them. If you want to see a squirrel, I know exactly which tree to cut down. You cut down that tree right there. There's a big hole in it right there. Actually, the hole's right there. Cut that tree down. You're gonna have like 6 squirrels pop out. I sit here whenever I'm hunting and see them all the time. They come out of that hole, and there's a big hole in this tree. They pop around and stare at me. It's crazy.
That one there.
Yeah, there's probably almost definitely some squirrels in this tree right here. Especially the way it's broke off at the top. It's probably hollow, so they can go straight down it. There's a lot of squirrels in here. All right, guys, there it is. We got one coming down the hill right there. See it? It's on that log laying down.
No.
Straight this way. On that white log laying down. Anyways, guys, we've seen our first squirrel. Same thing.
Yeah, they look pretty similar.
Maybe we'll end up seeing a deer. I think there's a chance, but if we do not, 100% because of the wind. I didn't check the wind. I didn't think about it. There's 2 directions of wind that you can't hunt this spot, and it's this from here to there. So I guess there's 90 degrees of angle, which you can't hunt this place. Anywhere else, it's fair game, and I didn't think about it. But Dan, it's about to be the golden hour. The wind has stopped completely, so this might actually work out pretty good. If they haven't smelled us already, they could be getting really close. Can you still see through the scope? Yeah, all right, good. All right, Dan, what are we doing?
Giving up for tonight. Yeah. Try again tomorrow.
Yep, that'll work. The wind was not good today, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why all this happened. Which is okay. That's how it goes. All right, guys, so unfortunately, me and Dan did not kill a deer yesterday, but we're going again today. And we're going to a little bit different spot just because the wind was bad, and I'm pretty sure that's why they wasn't there, because the deer actually showed up 30 minutes after we left. I'm pretty sure they were right down in that holler waiting for us to leave, and that's exactly what they did. But long story short, for the rest of the week, the wind is still bad. So we're going to be switching up locations, and I'm going to go there to the new location and put out a little bit more corn. And we've also got to do a little bit of modification to the blind we're hunting, because the blind is not really a good blind and it needs fixed. Get up really. Oh, jeez. So yeah, we taken a Sawzall, we taken an extra bag of corn. I'm gonna grab one of those feed blocks, and then we're also gonna get the seats set up, because right now there's no seats and we need seats. But yeah, and then Dan will be back at about 3 o'clock. We're going back out there and we're gonna sit. I think we have a pretty good chance here. I I think. Let me grab one of these things. Oh my gosh, what has been living under there? Daggum, we may have a stinking groundhog living up and under there. I ain't even seen what's under there, dude. Oh yeah, we do. We got something living big, because look at all the gravels they've pushed up. Oh, that's different. Yeah, dude, look at all the gravels they've dug out of there. It's untelling what's living back behind there. I'm kind of scared to find out. Anyways, we're going to grab this big old block. We're going to go set it out. Alrighty. There's that. Let's head on down and check it out what we're looking at. And we'll check in on the pond while we're at it. But first, looks like we actually need to get some gas, so hang loose. We got a little bit to do. We don't need much gas, though. We just need a little bit. We need enough to get us from here to there, from there to here, and then from here to there and there to here. You know what I mean? Simple stuff, right? Today's socks, going with the Easter eggs, you already know. So we've got 2 gas jugs. This one's full, this one's half full. This one ought to be able to get us so far. I'm almost scared to put the phone under this because this thing, gas leaks out of this dumb jug. But oh well, happens, I guess. Let's see what we can do. Objective, don't spill any gas on my phone. So far, so good. We've not leaked any gas. Oh yeah, we may have a perfect run right here. So far, we have 0 spilled gas. Absolute baller status. But yeah, this spot we're going is a little bit different than the one we hunted the other time. The other time, we had a bunch of doe showing up. This time, we don't have as many doe showing up on camera, but I'm pretty positive we're there. We're going to a place you guys have seen a lot, so you're going to know exactly where we are when I show you, but we don't have as many doe showing up on camera, but I'm pretty sure they are showing up. Oh, spilt gas on my hand. Tragedy. Well, okay. I would call that a near perfect run besides a little bit I spit on my hand up here. I'd call that a big success. Big success. There's not as many deer on trail camera, mainly because I don't have that many trail cameras out. So, it's kind of part of it, I guess. Let's see how much gas it filled us up. That's about 2 gallons, so let's see. Dang! That doesn't even make sense. We put about 2 gallons in it, and it almost filled up half the tank. All right, boys. Let's head on down and get this blind fixed up. We have arrived at Turkey Foot. Let's check out the pond. It seems we had some confusion a couple videos ago about Shantae. So in this video right here, Shantae actually ran away. Okay, she ran away. But it turns out a lot of people didn't actually watch to the end because they didn't watch the part where Shantae actually came back. So Shantae is back. There just seemed to be a lot of confusion that a lot of people didn't maybe finish that video. But yeah, Shantae's actually chilling, and she's just over there by the rock right now. And the other 2 mallards, which I think we finally came out with a name, Don and Daphne. All right, Donald and Daphne. Wait, no, it's not. Donald Duck, and then what's the girl's duck name? Hold up, we gotta figure that out. I don't think it's Daphne, though. Is it? Hey, Siri, what's Donald Duck's girlfriend's name?
I found 3.
Daisy. That's it. Yep. Donald and Daisy. All right. Daphne, maybe it's been a side project, but Donald and Daisy. I think it's pretty solid. I mean, they've been sticking around a long time, so I'm all game for it. Yeah, the old pond, it's still leaking a little bit, but I think here next video or next couple videos, I'm going to work on a thing to where we can actually gauge the water. But let's not waste any time on the pond. This ain't a pond video. We're trying to get Dan to kill a deer. So let's move on up here to the deer blind and let's work on it a little bit. Alrighty. It is not far away. It's right there. And we should be able to ride right up to it. There is some stuff planted in this field. I'll show you whenever we step out. But this is one of the reasons why I want to hunt here. It's because it has this little extra bonus right here. Yeah, let's hop on up here. Let's pop this thing. Hop on out. So here is the blind, I'm thinking. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But we do have a little food plot right here. I'd say it's a pretty decent food plot. Maybe not great, but it's pretty good. We got some brassicas up here, so maybe they'll be eating those. But I also put some corn right over there the other day, and I believe it's all gone, so that could be some potential. I've had this trail camera looking over here, and I would just be honest, boys, I ain't had much activity. But I think there might be more activity on the corn because it's actually all gone. Right here's the blind we're going to be hunting in. It's okay. I ain't going to say it's a gym, but it's all right. I'm thinking we put 1 seat right here, 1 seat right here. The problem, though, is how tiny this window is. Because we really got two places. We got the deer that can come over here, the deer that can be eaten in the field, and you'd have to sit right here to see all that. So I'm thinking we bring in the Sawzall, we actually extend this window. Now, this could go terribly wrong, but I think it's worth a shot. Because otherwise, the blind just isn't that good. With little tiny windows, in this location, it's not good. And so we're just gonna go ahead and widen out those windows. It's worth a shot. You know, this could be one of the greatest things I've ever set my mind to, or this could be a catastrophic failure. We don't know yet. And at this point, we're really just hoping that this thing's got enough battery to finish the job. So I'm gonna come down a little bit. The battery's done. Quit! Oh my gosh! This thing's junk! This battery is terrible. Dude, this makes me mad, okay? This makes me pretty mad. Never have I ever had one of these batteries that works the way it's supposed to. Never have I ever. Big shout out to Porter Cable. Your batteries are junk. Okay, maybe it's just me that I don't charge batteries, but I'm still not happy about it. And I'm still blaming it on Porter Cable. Well, I don't even know what to do now. That was like the entire reason I came down here. I guess we'll set out some corn, put the chairs up. Yeah, me and Dan's coming back here this evening, so I don't know if we should stinking saw on the building 30 minutes before we start hunting. I mean, does that sound like a good idea to you? Maybe it is, I don't know. But I feel like we probably shouldn't start sawing right in the middle of the hunt. It's tough. I'm gonna put these chairs out and then we'll put the corn up. I think I'm gonna have to come back with a new battery because I just don't know if it's very huntable with a door that small. With a crossbow? With a crossbow? What? We can get it done, but probably not. And not only that, but I mean, this building's pretty out in the wide open, so good luck to us. This may not be much of a spot either. Dang. We're not having the most luck lately, are we? I feel like this spot might be in the wide open too, so. I mean, we're in the wide open. If we can get them to come right here, it ain't so bad, but if they come from over here, that's pretty dang close. The only thing is the other spot's a good spot, but the wind is bad, so. And if the wind is bad, then you definitely ain't gonna see nothing. Or I'm not. At least here, if me and Dan are super still and don't move a lot, then we should still be okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and the deer will come up from over here. But the problem, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of problems with that thing. We'll figure out the problem tonight. We're just gonna have to work with it. Problem is that if the shooter can see the deer, the camera guy can't. If the camera guy can see the deer, the shooter can't. The window's like this big. But we'll go hunt it tonight and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I guess we won't work on the window. We may rig up Dan with a scope cam. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we're on our way in.
Day 2, here we go.
We have deer in the food plot. Those are both really small deer. That's one good thing about it. But they're both really small. We could shoot them, but the thing is, the place we're going, there's a chance the bigger ones will come through anyways.
It's a good sign. It's a very good sign.
That's a good sign that they're out. Well, we'll go over here, then we'll walk up and get in a blind. We'll be set to rock and roll from there. So far, so good.
What, the ducks?
Yeah.
Remind me of home. You see them everywhere.
The mallard-looking green-head ones?
Yeah. And the brown one.
And the brown one, too?
Yeah. That white fella, though. No.
You don't have Shantae's back in England?
No. Well, I don't think so.
Probably not. I think they're from Mexico.
But Donald and Daisy?
Yeah.
We see them everywhere.
Yeah. All right, we're going to be hiking right up this. And we're going to be hiking right up this and getting in a building right over there. I'll let you go first. Let me know if you see anything out of the ordinary. Turn on your hunter sense. All right, Dan, stop. You missed it.
Oh, yeah. Dead fox.
Coyote.
Oh. Close enough.
Yeah. Thing is, I killed that thing like a week and a half ago. Nothing's touched it. That's how cold it is out here. Usually vultures would have that dude done, but they've just not touched it in a while. So with this spot, this is the first time we've ever hunted this blind, but the field is just over there. And our plan is that this tall grass kind of gives us like a little tunnel to walk through and get in it. Now, theoretically, it's great. But it's a little thin in some areas. We gotta make sure this grows back up. But we got that food plot we looked at earlier. And then, yeah, we're climbing on in. You get the good seat.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I'll get this seat. So now I can see that corner where there's a good chance they'll come from. And I can also see the corn pile if I stretch out here. But you can see the corn pile pretty good, right? Probably straight through there?
Yeah.
All right, there's a good chance that's where it's going to go down. The only thing I can't see is what's right here. And I don't think I need to see that too much anyhow. We may be fine. The wind's blowing this way, so. Yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. I've actually never hunted in this blind before. Or not since it's moved to this new location. But the corn, it was all gone. I put some about a week ago, and it was all gone today when we refilled it. So go ahead and put your bolt in. And then you can go ahead and pop it down out of that thing. Yeah, the odd feather down, so white goes down. And then you might be able to see.
You got a new scope on it?
It's got a scope cam so that if you miss, we'll be able to tell.
Okay.
No pressure. We'll set this maybe like right here. That way all you gotta do is reach up and grab it and flip it up and you're good to go. Yeah, dog, I think we're good to go. It's good because I've never hunted in this spot before, but it's important that I do, even though I may not be the one shooting. I'm here watching. I'm here watching everything so that this summer I can know how to make changes if I need to. And today we should see if we need changes. Well, hopefully we see something. Dan, do you have any thoughts?
No.
Alright guys, so we've been sitting here for a little bit. We are not seeing any deer, but then me and Dan got on the topic of this deer blind is about rundown.
Yeah. A 1-star.
Yeah, this is a 1-star deer blind, so I was like, alright, let me hop on Facebook Marketplace, see if we can't find a deer blind. But I may have just found the ultimate hunting blind spot, and I didn't even realize it. But if we were right here, and you put us 15 foot, 10 foot up in the air, we could see the entire field. From 10 feet up in there, we could see all this. We could see all that. We could see the other pond down. We could turn around and see this pond, and it's down. Right here might be the spot. We do a really nice hunting blind. This spring, we're definitely going to be building a really nice hunting blind, but I kind of always thought it would be way over there. But I think right here might be an even better spot. By the way, if any of you guys build deer blinds, send me an email.
Send me one as well.
But I'm looking to get a really good deer blind. I want a nice one. And if we could do one super nice deer blind with like solar panels on top, maybe put like an electric skillet in there and a little heater, that'd be
Pretty epic.
This could be like the ultimate deer hunting spot. There's a bird.
What? Can we shoot that?
Sure. Yeah, go and get your crossbow. No, we got one bolt left.
I'll go get it afterwards.
If we shot that bird, you'd have to go find the arrow.
It's got a light on the end of the arrow, no problem.
Yeah, hopefully. It sticks in the bird and it flies off.
Yeah.
But right here, I'm expecting the deer to come from that corner or from that really thick bush. So, we actually have potential for a super close shot, like right here. If this was elevated, it wouldn't be no problem. But right here, we're actually at the deer's eye level, so we don't have as much room for error. We may just have to shoot the first one, because the fourth one may not even give us a chance. I think we got it though.
Fingers crossed. As I said earlier, and I went out there, I'm pretty sure I saw one by the pond, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, Dan said he walked out there to pee, and he seen one, he thinks on the pond down.
Yeah.
But that'd make a lot of sense, because they actually like the pond. They actually like standing over there a lot. Which is another reason this might be the golden spot for a really nice hunting blind. Yeah, so far so good. We've not seen anything, but we're making improvements to the property on our mental agenda. I just remembered something. So Dan said he thinks he saw one over on the pond down. Well, if you remember back whenever we had all the trespassers coming through here, I set up a bunch of security cameras so I can actually log on to that camera and we can actually turn around and see what you see. Now, it was about 15 minutes ago, so if it was a deer, it could have moved on. But let's go ahead and move it around. Let's see. So I actually got a camera that can swivel around. So I'm not seeing anything on the pond dam right now. But that doesn't mean that it wasn't a deer. It's pretty cool though. This camera's nice just in case someone trespasses and starts fishing. They've not been back in a long time. They've not been back since I posted the video. So maybe they saw the video and just stopped coming. But it is nice to have cameras, I guess. That can catch them if they do come back. And that's cool though. It's getting just about prime time. Game time, baby. It's game time. He may not be alone, so that's a good thing. He could have a buddy show up in a minute. So, is he looking at you? Nope. Yeah, no. Don't move much. Okay. What did we see when we got shoot? Yeah, that's like literally the one deer we can't shoot. A baby spot. That's a good sign, because there's a good chance there'll be a mom come through. From now until dark is when the deer will come. That's a good sign though. I can hear him eating that corn. Yeah, if that was the one we was looking for, we could kill him easy. So this Spock keeps looking from the way he came in, and he just keeps looking over there. So that could be a good sign that there's other deer with him, or maybe other deer coming in behind him, which is great because he's one of the only deer that we won't shoot. The temperature's just dropped. It got a lot colder, and as long as the wind isn't blowing from us to him, then we're fine. We got plenty of time. Yeah, Dawn's out there quacking. I can't believe that. That's kind of unlucky. There's promising signs. Yeah, for sure. Give it another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, maybe another 5. We don't have much time left. Okay, yeah, good. But we'll give it a little bit more because there could still be a deer pop out. For sure. That's pretty wild. Out of all the deer that we could see, that's the one. That was literally a perfect shooting angle. No, for a good 10-15 minutes. I know. Alright then. As much as it looks like we can still see on the phone, we can't see that much in real life. I wish we could see like that right now. Yeah, we can't see that much. Alright, I'd say let's go ahead and take the arrow out before we go too far. There we go, and we'll put it in the quiver. Here you go, Trey. Yeah, pretty much. It's to the point where I can't really feel my fingers, and we really can't see that much either. Out of all the deer we could shoot at, that's the one we can't. A small spike, but no low-key. Wednesday, if we see a spike, we might just shoot it. As they say, the game's a game, innit? A game's a game. We have until the end of January, so we have a lot of time. I leave next week. When do you come back? February. Okay, so we have like 2 more days. All right, nice. Man, it's cold. It is freezing cold. But that is by far the best hunt we've had so far. Not Barbourville, yeah. That's pretty good. The important thing is that if we needed to shoot him, we could have killed him. We could have had him dead right now if we wanted to. All right, guys, we'll catch you. Oh gosh, it's freezing. Now, Dan, I'm going to record our drive out for one simple reason, and it's because we're going to see a lot of deer. just because it's after dark and we can't shoot.
We're not open this up and shoot.
Nah, we can't. Legally, after dark, you can't shoot anyways for deer. But we're gonna end up seeing a deer on the way out. Almost guaranteed, just because we're hunting deer. Because that's how it works.
Well, I saw 8 the other day.
Leaving the driveway from the last hunt.
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't know. We might not see nothing. I would say we're gonna see something out in this lower field. Who knows, may not see nothing though. We know there's a spike around here somewhere. I don't know, maybe there ain't nothing down here in the lower field. Every now and again there is though. There was on the drive in, but it's also dark, so we can't really see. Anyways guys, good little hunt. We saw a deer. That's a pretty big upgrade from last time, so I guess we'll just catch you guys on the next hunt. May our odds be in our favor.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Alright guys, me and Dan are back out at it, but we just got news from somebody, from my dad, driving down the hill. Alright, we're trying to get Dan a deer. He leaves in a few days to go back to England, so we don't have much time. We just got word of where some deer were hanging out, eating in a field, so we're gonna
get down there quickly.
We're gonna see if we can put on a little spot and stalk right here. It's not our traditional hunt, but the wind is blowing. It's actually blowing perfect for this spot and stalk. We're just gonna sneak up and see if we might be able to plug a doe with this crossbow spot and stalk style. A deer is deer, meat's meat, jerky's jerky.
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna move right over here. We're gonna park this thing, and that's when the stalk's really gonna start. Dude, we have a chance. We have a chance. And if we don't get one on this spot and stalk, we're gonna go on into our normal, what we planned on, and actually go sit in the stand. But we may not even have to. We might be able to finish this off right here, right now. And what's even better is I think the does that are over here, I think they're actually like nanny does. I think they're really old, which is exactly what we're actually after. All right, Dan, you may have to make a shot, all right?
All right.
This is a chance we might have to pull out our 40-yard pin.
Want me to set up now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop out. But they're really just right around this corner. So we got time right here. We can do some stuff. All right, Dan, go ahead and put that arrow in with the bolt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, pop it out.
All right, Dan, whatever happens right here, it could happen fast. Okay. So just remember where that safety's at. Push safety off. The top crosshair is 20.
Yep.
30, 40. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing on. All right, Dan, let's go. The hunt begins. This could happen fast. This could happen. Not happen at all. I'm putting on my GoPro just so that we're able to capture everything in case my camera work ain't the best, because this could happen fast. Dan, they're gonna be right around this corner. We're gonna be able to shoot them from the blacktop, but this is some real Kentucky hunting right here. Okay. You know, honestly, we could probably go at this 2 different ways. We could either go super sneaky and just kind of like really spot and stalk them, or we could go kind of nonchalant where we just act like we're walking for exercise and they just watch us, because these deer, there's a good potential these deer just watch us.
These are probably the deer I drove past the other day.
They probably are, yeah. Are you fine with shooting one of them?
They stopped me in traffic, so I need to get payback on them.
That's right, that's what I'm talking about.
Also, I'm very hungry.
Hey, deer's a deer.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in the woods, sometimes it's urban. Let's see, they should be right over here. Let's start walking really slow. I see them, do you see them?
Oh, yeah, I see one here.
Did it done run? No, it's still there.
Should we walk up this way?
It sees us though. Yeah, let's cut this way a little bit. We don't want to be, yeah, I think we can do it. The wind is in our favor right here. We might be able to make this work. And the wind is also giving us a little bit of cover sound too. There they are. Oh. Is there? Here, scoot on up. Just walk like we're getting exercise. Let's just walk like we're getting exercise.
What's one between them 2 trees there?
And I think we can make this work. We just got to be so nonchalant about this.
What, in the middle of the
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, should I turn the safety off now? Or?
No, not yet. Okay. But I think if we just walk, honestly, if we just walk and talk, this is not normal deer hunting.
I was going to say, very, very different to the last 2 days.
It's very different from the last few days, but just watch, this might actually work. I can see the deer up there now. They're just slowly walking through the woods, but if we just walk and talk, they may stand within 40 yards. And if they stand within 40 yards,
flick the safety off and go.
Yeah, so this may work, this may not. I seen the deer they ran on around the hill, so maybe they are a little spooked, but we should be okay. We still may get a shot, or at this point we may not. I don't know. You know, at this point it could go either way. The deer definitely know that we're here, and we definitely know that the deer's here, so it's kind of even. But if we can't get an easy walk-up shot right here, we're just gonna go get up in the tree like we have been on some different deer, and we do think they're probably gonna move through. But these are some does right here that we would like to get, we would like to take out. So
there's a fair few of them as well.
yeah, there was a good bit of them right here.
That'd have been too easy just getting them like that.
It would have been. My guess is that they can actually see us right now, but we can't see them. They're somewhere in these woods though. At this point though, if we can kill a deer, we're happy with however we can do it. We came really close on that spot, but he just didn't happen to be the deer we were looking for. All right, yeah, I think these deer actually moved on out.
Yeah.
Something about them they didn't like. Maybe
it's the crossbow.
It's probably crossbow. Maybe that we're in camo. Maybe that we started off really sneaky. Maybe that threw them off a little bit. That's okay though. This was just an opportunity that we wanted to try. Okay, this is just an opportunity. We figured it was worth a shot.
Promising sign.
Yeah, and we seen deer though.
Better than the first day.
Definitely.
Only goes up from here though.
Hopefully. But yeah, now we're gonna head on back. We're going to the same place we hunted the very first time. If all goes well, I feel like today should be our best day to date. That's the plan, at least. It's been super cold, and so maybe they'll be coming into the corn. But wish us luck, because we might actually need it. No, we're definitely gonna need it. We'll see you there, though. All right, guys, this has been quite the journey so far, but there is still corn on the ground, but there's a whole lot less than there was last time we was here, so it means they've been eating it. I'd say today they're gonna be wanting it a lot, so hopefully we do good. Stay tuned, I guess. What do you think?
We haven't seen deer. We've seen a deer but can't shoot it. Seen multiple deer today. Only thing left to do is to shoot one.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, there's a really good chance that there'll be another one, or that it'll come back. So that deer came in.
Yeah.
And I think we moved a little bit and it seen us and it kind of freaked it out.
We know for next time.
Yeah. Next time we'll just, once they see us, they kind of get suspicious. But I highly doubt that that's a deer completely alone. So there's probably other deer right over the hill that we can't see yet. Hopefully we'll move in here in a little bit. What? They're gonna walk in front. I'd go ahead and grab it. See the big one? 40 yards. Safety off. Make sure you can wait until you got a good shot though. See that one standing there? 30 yards. Tell me when you're ready. Whenever you're ready, 30 yards. I don't see it. See it? To the left. Right there. See it? Ready, 30 yards. Middle.
Miss it.
Maybe. How'd you feel?
Just to see if I've hit it or not, and then I'll decide how I feel.
Okay. How'd you feel about the shot?
Not the best, to be honest.
Okay.
Not the best. But only time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah. Did it look like I hit him from your perspective?
I couldn't tell. It didn't sound like it.
Or maybe we just go see if the arrow's over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen where it was standing, so.
Well then.
Oh, damn. What are your thoughts right now?
I'm just hoping I've hit it, to be honest. But it doesn't sound like I have, so.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you did not hit it. But we will go look for the arrow.
Okay.
Because that's the last arrow we had. Could you see it good?
I could see it.
I could see that you took a while to be able to see it.
Yeah. At first, couldn't see it at all, and then after a while, that's why it took me a while to shoot. 'Cause I couldn't see it properly.
Yeah, I could tell you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
which there's a bunch of them. There they go. See if you can count 4 whitetails.
I only saw 2, to be honest. But there's no way I hit 2 of them.
Yeah. We'll go check it out.
Let me get down.
All right. All right, guys. Shots fired. Shots fired. That's interesting. That's 5 deer total we seen today. Dan, in a perfect world, they were going to the corn.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what happened. So they were walking over here, and they stopped. I don't know if you could tell, but they stopped, and they
stopped. I don't know if they noticed us or not.
They stopped, and they looked, and they kind of stepped back. I bet there was other deer over there. Let's hop on down. We'll go see if we find any blood or find the arrow. If we can find blood or the arrow, that'll tell us a lot. But if not, we may just watch the replay, and we'll go from there. All right, Dan, let's go take a look. Did you feel your adrenaline pumping whenever you seen it?
My heart was beating like crazy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we was right over there in that tree. It was, I believe, right over here. I honestly think it was right here. Let's see, there's water. There's where his feet kicked. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's where we hit it at. But that's where it was, if it was hit. But let's just take a look. Oh no, Dan. There's fur. Did you see this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you did hit something. Maybe a vital. Maybe nothing more than a haircut. But you did hit something.
Want me to look around the back here?
From here, we need to think about where it might have ran. I think I might be seeing hair over here. There is some hair this way, so it looks like it ran backwards. Yeah, I mean, you dropped a lot of hair from it. It's just, from that hair right there, I can't really tell if it was where that hair might have came from. I'm not seeing any blood, but we will keep looking around. Yeah, right here was the shot. So the arrow should be somewhere in line with right here. If we can find that arrow, it'll tell us a whole lot, but that's a lot easier said than done most of the time. Is it a good sign that we're not seeing the arrow? Not really.
I want you to pull it off.
I think you barely might have grazed the deer, just enough to give it a haircut. But we can definitely go get the drone here in a second and fly it up to see if we find a dead deer, just to give us a little more knowing about what really happened.
I mean, they ran off this, didn't
they? They ran somewhere through here. If we could find the arrow itself could tell us a lot. But finding that arrow might be close to impossible with all these leaves and stuff. We specifically put that green tip on it so that we could see it and watch it fly, but I didn't really see it fly. Either way, we know the shot was right here because we got fur, hair. Looking at the hair though, let's see what we can tell from it. Usually if it was low, it'd been more white fur. But if it was a perfect shot, then we'd be seeing a lot of blood. I'm seeing a lot of fur, no blood. I'm thinking this guy may be clean, good to go.
I don't know where the arrow's gone.
I know. I'd say that arrow's gone. You wanna go grab the thermal drone and see if we can find that deer?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we'll either find him alive, dead or alive. But if we can find a group of 4 does, we might be able to zoom in on them and see if one of them's got a haircut on its back.
Should we check around that way to see if there's a dead one, like quickly, or?
I think we'll probably just do that on the drone.
Okay.
That way, in case they are close, we don't bump them and then run really far away.
Yeah.
All right, guys, shots has been fired. But now we're gonna head back, get the thermal drone, and see if we can tell a little bit more about what happened. If I had to guess, I think the deer just got a haircut, and I think it's totally fine. But I think we'll be able to use the drone to at least find the deer and confirm that. Because there's always crazy things that happen sometimes. He could have shot him, fur fell off, something weird happened, not bleed, and it'd be dead right now. But I don't think so. But the drone will be able to tell us pretty much for certain. All right, we're doing a real-time review of the footage. We're going to the shot. Dan, what was you thinking? So you actually told me, hey, there's a deer. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah, there's a few of them.
There's 4. We're going to review the footage. So that's the deer you were shooting at.
Yeah.
And then
the other ones have walked away there.
Yeah. They were. And then there it is. We're about to see the shot. 30 yards. 30 yards. We could see your crossbow moving quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you seen it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna replay that footage. So maybe the green thing was on, but maybe not a lot. Let's watch it again. Straight over its back.
Yeah, skim the top of him.
Yep. Yep, so pretty clean miss. Yeah. Pretty clean. You got just a little bit of fur. What you also got to think about is watch the deer. By the time you release the arrow, it actually moves by the time your arrow gets to it.
Yeah.
So they do drop a little bit. And I don't think he dropped enough to actually make you miss. I think your shot was just like 4 inches high. But
I mean, when I hit it, I didn't feel confident because, like, I thought he would have reacted a bit differently.
yeah, I think it's a clean miss. Nothing but fur. You want to take the drone or what?
Yeah, we'll have a little butchers.
We'll take a what?
A little butchers, a little look.
All right, let's go take a look. We're loading up the drone. Let me make sure we got some batteries to take. The good thing about this, even if we're not able to find the deer or tell that it's dead, I'm like 100% sure it's alive. And we didn't see a bit of blood. So I think this thing's 100% alive. But it's still going to be cool to get the drone out and just see what else might be in the area. If there's any other deer, pretty much anything. Where they ran to, or even if they're already back at the corn.
Well, all I know is if anyone wants their local deers get a haircut, call me up. Number down there.
Dan will give you a haircut. All right, catch y'all in about a little bit. You're here. Pull the flashlight out of the thing. Right, there you go. Well, this flashlight ain't very good for much, is it? This thing's done.
How about this one?
It's all right. We're going to see him on the drone anyways. It's not going to make a big difference. Turn that on, turn that on. Yeah, we're going to be able to find him on the drone. But yeah, there's a little 6-pointer over here. Nothing crazy, but good to see. Get this bird up in the sky. This is a nice little thermal drone we got. It's good for learning about deer, and it's really good for things like this. Or if we hadn't been recording, then we'd been like, well, I don't really know if we hit it or not. Then that'd be the perfect place to bring out this thing. Because this thing will tell you if there's a dead deer or if it's still alive and well. Let's go ahead and hop on in and we'll fly it up and we'll see. First, we'll see what that buck is because he's just right over there. But then we'll also fly a little bit back in the woods where those deer ran to, and we'll make sure that all 4 of them are still alive and on their feet. I'm pretty sure they are, but we'll check and make sure.
Taking off.
Okay, Dan.
Recenter gimbal pan.
That buck should be right over here. So let's just fly up and check him out. It's not going to take us long to find. Yeah, we done found him. Yeah, we'll zoom in a little bit. Turn on our lights. He is a nice little 8-pointer, actually. He did not like the drone either. We'll get a little bit better look at him. No, he's moving. He's not wanting to sit still. Which, we just spooked him with the side-by-side, so I guess it's kind of normal. Let's get another visual on this guy. There he goes. He's a decent buck. Nothing crazy.
Recenter
Yeah, let's
gimbal
fly on
pan.
up, get a little higher. Let's see if we can find those does. Yeah, I think we done found them. Here's 2 does. I'm telling you, this is over top of the corn. So we'll fly over and make sure they're does. I'm 100% that's right over top of the corn. But there's 2 does. Nothing too crazy. I think those were the deer that the deer actually seen that were running away. So right up here we got a few more, and if we see at least 4 of them,
I see
they
loads
should
of
be
little
live.
dots on there.
I think there's seen more than 4. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Dang. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but let's get close and let's just see if any of them's got a little haircut shaved off their back.
Oh.
No, they didn't like that. It's okay. They didn't like that. But
Oh, one on its own.
let's check and see if this one's got a haircut. We can't hardly tell. That one looks fine, but I think they're kind of freaked out since they just got shot at, though. Makes sense, at least. Yeah, there's 6, 7, and then 8 and 9 that was at the corn, so there's actually a ton of deer in there. That's why we're trying to kill some. We seen 9 does. How many bucks? 1.
One, and one little one.
Let's fly a little bit more and we'll check out more, but I'm pretty sure, which I'll fly around a little bit. We'll see if we see one laying off on its own dead, but I mean, we saw the shot, so we know it.
It's not
Didn't
promising.
do anything. Yeah. We'll fly around. Maybe we might see a coyote or something while we're up, while we got the drone in the air. Not seeing anything. Here's something. Here we've got an animal on its own. Probably a deer, but we'll get close and we'll check it out and see what it is for sure. Being alone, it could be a buck. I think it's a different buck the way it was. Dang, looks like just a... Could have been a spike, I couldn't tell. They're not liking the drone today, though. And then there's something else. I think that's actually a rock, though. Down there in that bottom, because I see that rock a lot. Look what's crazy, though. That buck that we spotted,
Yeah.
he's heading straight up to those does that were at the corn, so... Dan, I think that's an L. I think that deer is totally fine. It's not bad, but...
Said it once and I'll say it 100 more times. Game's a game.
It is what it is. Here's the real question. At 30 yards, do you think you'd have a better chance hitting that deer with a bow and arrow or a soccer ball?
It'd be close, I reckon.
How does it make you
Recenter
feel?
gimbal.
If I should feel happy about my football skills or disappointed with my hunting skills, we'll go in the middle ground.
Okay.
What about you? What do you reckon?
I would probably have an easier time shooting it with a bow because I've never kicked a soccer ball before.
I like your honesty. And it's a football, not a soccer ball.
Unfortunate, but big L for Dan.
Yeah. Don't give me too much abuse in the comments. Shall I walk home because of this?
Yeah, go ahead and start walking.
Alright, see you later.
See ya. Alright guys, it is 2 days since Dan missed that one deer. Miss-hit, whatever you want to call it. Good thing about it, it was not injured at all and it's totally fine. So me and Dan, we're going back one more time. I'm not going to call it a bad shot. I'm going to call it Dan's first shot on an actual animal. And plus, all the conditions were against him. We didn't get a perfect range on it. It was super dark. He could barely see the deer. That was a very unfavorable shot. So we're going to go back today. But if you remember something from earlier in the video that could be problematic, it's that we only had one bolt left and we lost it. So now we have different bolts and I don't know if they shoot the same. That's what we're going to find out right now. But yeah, Dan, he made a shot. It didn't go where we wanted it to, but that doesn't mean that Dan's a terrible hunter, obviously. It does not mean that. It just means that that shot, from a bunch of circumstances, including that being his first shot at a deer, didn't go where we wanted it to. So I'm about 20 yards. Where we're going tonight, we're going in the building where we seen Roe, the spike. After further review, the spike that we saw and didn't shoot was Roe. Probably not shooting Roe again today, but I'm 20 yards, we're gonna shoot it. If this bolt's pretty good, then we're good to go. Yeah, I remember weighing them in the basement. We weighed these bolts and they were maybe 20 or 10 grains difference. I wasn't sure how big of a difference that would make, but at 20, 30 yards, that is not nearly enough difference to make a difference. So we're not even gonna worry about it. I'm meeting Dan down at the spot. We're going to Turkey Foot. There's a lot of does there and we're just looking to take one of them out. This is literally Dan's last hunt of the season. Not because season's running out, just because he's actually going back to New England or wherever, Ireland or whatever he's from. Like in 2 days. So this is his last hunt before season's over and he ain't coming back for a while. Come on, get out there. Okay, there we go. All right, so everything should be good to go. Crossbow is dialed. Got her bolts. I got a new broadhead on there. I'm gonna put me some more clothes on, and then we're heading down to old Turkey Foot, hopping in that building, and hopefully something besides Roe decides to walk out. Dan has never tasted deer meat before, so we're not gonna be too concerned on if we shoot a giant doe or not. We're just probably gonna take the first shootable animal we see, which is anything except a spike or a button buck or a small buck. But wish us luck, because we're gonna need it. This is Dan's last chance. I'll still be deer hunting a little bit more this year, but this right here is Dan's last hunt. All right, let's go meet him. All right guys, so I have arrived here a little bit before Dan has, but it's actually pretty cool because the pond has actually frozen over, which is something we've not seen before. And I'm interested to see what the ducks think about it too. I mean, it's freezing cold literally, but I don't even know where the ducks are. They may have left. Dan should be here in just a little bit, so us poking around at the pond ain't gonna make no big deal. Not quite thick enough to ice fish, I know that. And I've actually got the diffuser turned off. Otherwise, I think it would open up a air pocket, which wouldn't be bad, wouldn't be good. I don't know. I don't know if it matters. But as for the ducks, I do not see any of them. Could mean they're dead. Could mean they're just over the hill feeding. Could mean that they exploded. That's a possibility. But time will tell. Time will tell. Dan should be here any moment, and then we're hopping in the blind and we're getting to hunting straight into it.
Sweet geese. Oh. Howdy.
Howdy. Dan, you ready to rock and roll?
We've got 2 new bows. Arrows, sorry.
Bolts.
Good enough. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. It's our last chance. We gotta make it count.
Hey, going slowly up the graph.
We have. This time, we just need to hit the deer. Well, in the right spot.
No haircuts today.
Hopefully. We're getting in here a little later than usual, so that means we gotta go in super quiet and be ready, because it could happen as soon as we get there. The deer could already be on their way, but I think we got a good chance.
Well, I hope so, but it's freezing today.
It's very cold. The pond is froze over.
I swear.
Yeah.
The duck's stuck in it.
I have no idea where the ducks are.
South.
Maybe. Mexico. Alright, we're about to get this bow loaded up. We're getting into this thingy. Alright, Dan, go ahead and cock it, and then we're going to make our short climb up to the blind right up there. Alright, locked and loaded. Should be good. And we'll put the bolt in it up there.
Okay, so.
But from here on, we got to be real quiet, because there could be deer really close. So just be as quiet as possible, because tonight could be the night. I hope so. There could be deer anywhere, so this is pretty important, guys. Alright, I don't see any deer out in the field, so this should be good. Maybe they've not made it here yet. Alright. Jump it in. Yeah, go ahead and put the sharp one. Yeah, that's it. That arrow has actually already killed a deer once. So hopefully number 2 should be no problem. What?
Hopefully lightning strikes twice.
That's right. I think we got in here pretty quietly, so I think we did really good. Since the last time we were here, we also had a bigger buck find the place too.
Hopefully we see that. There's some nice meat in that boy.
Yeah, he's not the biggest buck in the world, but I think he might be half blind. He could be really old. I can't tell though.
He's big enough for me.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh no, look. You don't have to look. My ducks are flying. Oh, here comes one. You can see them out the window. Where are they going? That's the biggest question.
Mexico.
They're flying back around. I didn't see the ducks, but I guess they're just flying around. That's so cool. Yeah, there is actually a chance this dude comes in. He might not. I don't think that means we pass up an opportunity on a good doe, though. I think if we see a good doe, we take it, for sure.
So if it's a group, go for a doe. If it's just him, go for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a deer.
It's actually.
No. I'm feeling good about today. The last time we was here, we seen deer. So I feel like today's gonna be the best day. I feel like today is the best day we've hunted so far. I don't know yet, but we know where it's going. Yeah, it's going to the corn for sure. No matter where it's coming from.
I don't know if it's a deer or if it's like a coyote or something.
You see something though?
Yeah, 100%.
Like kind of bigger than a squirrel.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a deer because
It's probably a deer.
if you look out of that window there,
Yeah.
you might be able to see it.
Yeah. Alright, take the shot when you're ready. position. It kind of knows we're here. We'll just let it move on and we'll be okay. Oh, he's gonna turn, probably go into the corner. Look, he's just staring straight at me. Just pull. If it turns and goes into the corner, that's right what we want. He's just walking directly to us. Yeah, he'll probably turn into the corner though. He keeps looking behind us at those other deer. He sees us, but he doesn't know what we are. Hey, we're good to go. We got this thing. He's just adrenaline rushes on ridiculous. Come on, move. There you go. Move to the corner. You can go ahead and safety off. And whenever you feel ready, you can take the shot. 20 yards, yeah. 20 yards at the top crosshair. Wait until it puts its head down now. If it's staring at us, then it can go back. If you want to, you can go ahead and take it. No, while he's looking right now. Okay. Too much. There you go. Wait. No. Okay. That other one might come on in. It's okay. How far do you think that deer is? 30, 35. Get ready. No. I can't get it now. How far do you think that is? They're not looking at us. They're looking at something else. She's definitely looking at something else. If you... No. We've still got time to see another deer, though. I hope so. Where's your heart beating? Right there. Feels quite crazy. Like, I've had an adrenaline rush like that in ages. Really? Yeah, like doing this gives me more of an adrenaline rush than playing football. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a different, maybe because it's different though. I don't know, maybe because I'm used to the adrenaline rush playing football. Or is she just shaking? Yes and no. Like, it's a different kind of adrenaline rush compared to football. That's a tough one. Dan, what's happening?
Taking the L until next year.
Till next year.
That was so close.
That's as close as we could have gotten without actually killing a deer.
I think we should just game's a game.
Game's a game. We gave it a good shot. We sure did. But you know what we didn't do today? Make a bad shot.
That's true.
Hey, you don't make a bad shot on the shot you don't take. Ain't that what Michael Jordan said?
You also miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
But you know what else is crazy, Dan?
What?
So far, you've missed 100% of the shots that you have taken, too.
So,
No, I'm just kidding.
life advice here, don't go hunting with me.
Dan, we were close, man. We were close. Whenever she turned around, we probably should have just taken that shot. But hindsight's 20/20.
Until next year.
Were you feeling it when they walked out though?
Oh, the adrenaline went crazy.
Oh gosh.
It's a different type of feeling compared to football or soccer. But
That's pretty wild.
it's what it is.
Dan, any last words for the folks at home?
Until next year.
Until next year. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on everything?
Thinking now, I should have taken that shot there. But I don't know, I feel like if I raised up, it would have run off anyway.
She was already kind of spooky, so it's hard to do much.
Yeah, but until next year.
You gonna get them next year?
Hopefully.
There we go. KG. World's worst deer guide. All right, guys. I guess Dan's off to Europe. Dan's back to Ireland.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Good hunt.